Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center, this is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Christina DeMores. We'll get to your top 4 at 4 in just a moment, but first, a look at your commuter traffic and weather. 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Adam Trumko joins us now. Adam, the big talker today, the haze. Yeah. I was seeing it go through my window, and it's an orange haze. It's weird.
It's the wildfire smoke up in Canada that's coming down over us, and it's filtering the sunshine. It's keeping the temperatures a little bit lower than we expected as well. But the good news is we're not dealing with any air quality issues because it's higher up in the atmosphere. So although it looks like we might be, at least at this point we're not, because it again is higher up in the air. But let's take a look at traffic, and really no issues out there as far as traffic goes, at least major issues. We're having some slowdowns on 91 in the typical spots, the Long Meadow Curve. Route 57, you have a slowdown there. It looks like traffic is pretty much barely moving parts of 57. Otherwise, 91 overall looks pretty good. Slowdowns up towards Northampton on Route 9. Mass Pike, no problems. East and westbound, a few slowdowns on Route 20 in Ludlow, and some slowdowns on Route 202. Let's take a look at temperatures, and this is the problem with the smoke. It's keeping the temperatures down. We're not even 90 degrees, and we were expecting temperatures to be well up into the 90s. Feels like it's in the 90s because it is still very humid out there. It's 89 in Springfield, 89 in Westfield, Northampton at 89, so it's very close. 91 up in Greenfield, so at least up there they did reach 90. 84 in Pittsfield, 87 in Great Barrington. We'll track that smoke as we head through tonight and tomorrow in just a few minutes, Christina.
Adam, thank you. We're learning more about this weekend's deadly skydiving accident in Orange. The victim has been identified as 28-year-old Mani Chandra Teja Gadam of Boston. Police on Sunday responded to the accident at Jumptown Skydiving around 4 in the afternoon. A preliminary investigation found that he fell to the ground from a height of about 30 feet when an unexpected gust of wind interfered with his parachute. He was brought to a hospital where he was later pronounced dead. The accident is under investigation by state police, and the official cause of death will be determined by the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner. A Massachusetts man was found guilty of conspiring to unlawfully export electronic components to Iran. Mahdi Mohammed Sadeghi was arrested at his home in Natick back in 2024. He worked for a semiconductor company based in Norwood. Prosecutors say he helped an Iranian business associate violate U.S. sanctions, making drone navigation systems for the Revolutionary Guard. He was found guilty on 3 of 5 charges and will be sentenced in October. He was previously charged in connection to a drone strike in Jordan, but there wasn't enough evidence proving any prior knowledge of the strike. 1 year after the deadly Gabriel House fire, the Fall River community is remembering the 10 people who lost their lives. Monday night, many gathered outside the boarded-up assisted living facility for a ceremony of remembrance, honoring the victims, survivors, and first responders who answered the call. Loved ones came to honor their fallen family members, while some survivors returned for the first time in a year.
We come here every Monday, me and my mother. We walk in, go. She was right there waiting to see us for coffee, donuts, whatever she called me tonight, said bring me up.
Well, I'm a survivor. You know, you have to put one foot in front of the other. This is a tragedy, but I don't want to remember how these people died. I want to remember how they lived.
The ceremony included the ringing of a bell, a dove release, and moments of reflection for the victims of the July 13th fire. Across state lines now in New York, Governor Kathy Hochul is imposing the nation's first ever freeze on hyperscale data centers. She's pausing all state level environmental permits for up to a year, giving the time to create a framework considering their economic and environmental impacts. The pause applies to all new data centers using 50 or more megawatts of power. Data centers have faced opposition across the country, including here in Western Massachusetts. Last month, Holyoke became the state's first city to formally ban their construction. And last week, the city of Westfield passed a moratorium temporarily blocking new work developments. Now let's get another check of today's weather with Adam Trumko here. Again, Adam, the haze, the Canada fires, what do we know about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's warm, it's very humid out there, and it's very hazy, and that's all because of these fires that are raging up into Canada, and that's providing the smoke, that's providing this thick haze out there. The good news is it's really not making it to the lower levels of the atmosphere. It's high up in the atmosphere, so we're not having too much in the fact of causing any health issues. So that is at least some good news right now. So here is a look at those the wildfire smoke that we're dealing with. You can see these wildfires, especially up into Ontario, Canada, and you can see that orange area. That's the thickest, heaviest smoke that we're seeing, and it's coming right down over New England, and that's why we're seeing that haze out there. And you can see, especially right here in the Springfield area and Boston, Springfield, down towards New York City. So here is a look at the smoke forecast. So as we head through this evening, you can see this heavy plume kind of moves a little bit farther to the east as we head through tonight. So it'll still be hazy, but it may not be quite as hazy as it was this afternoon. The problem is, as we head into tomorrow, you can see some more thick smoke coming down out of Canada. There we are, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. And you can see, especially as we head into the morning hours, there we are at 10 o'clock. See this area purple. So some very thick smoke that'll be moving on through. So I think tomorrow is going to look very similar to today. We're going to have that hazy appearance to the atmosphere, really filtering the sunshine through most of the day. And there we are, even as we head into the afternoon, still dealing with that heavy smoke. It starts to move out a little bit as we head towards tomorrow night and early Thursday, but it does look like there's some more smoke off to our west that we'll have to watch as we head into the end of the week and perhaps even the weekend. So again, it's going to keep temperatures down. It's still very warm and humid, Christina. We'll have much more on that tonight on 22 News at 5.
You've likely heard about the Tartan Army, those passionate Scotland fans who took over Boston for the World Cup. Well, today, Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey and Boston Mayor Michelle Wu are welcoming representatives from Glasgow. And in true Scottish fashion, they've come to the Bay State bearing a commemorative traffic cone. During the World Cup, traffic cones quickly became a symbol of the strong bond between Scotland and Massachusetts. According to Axios Boston, the cone will be taken around the city, fundraising for Scottish and Massachusetts mental health organizations. Chick-fil-A is holding its annual Cow Appreciation Day event today. It's part of the brand's 80th anniversary celebration. Today through 7 p.m., guests can receive a free entree at participating locations if they're dressed like a cow. The company is encouraging customers to get creative, whether it's a full cow costume, a pair of ears, or some simple cow spots. Now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. U.S. military strikes on Iran have officially started again. Tonight, how Congressman Richard Neal is reacting to the war. And new developments in Washington after a deadly ICE-involved shooting in Maine. Coming up at 5, how this incident is affecting traffic stops across the country. Plus, as temperatures continue to soar across the region, health officials are urging caution. Still to come, how you and your loved ones can stay safe in the heat.
And another look at traffic out there. No real major problems out there. We are seeing some slowdowns at typical spots, 91 along the Long Meadow Curve. Also, watch out. Looks like a slowdown or even traffic barely moving on Route 57 right now. So keep that in mind. As you head up 91, for the most part, traffic moving pretty smoothly. Some slowdowns up around Route 9 in Northampton. The Mass Pike, no issues there. Traffic moving smoothly. A few slowdowns there in some spots on Route 20, Christina.
All right, thank you, Adam, and thank you for joining us for this afternoon for 22 News at 4. And join us tonight on TV starting at 5. You can get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News mobile app.